ceppa ate nga ebyokulya biriko mutuwalo empumo amatooke amawukye bulungi nnyo ate nga biwoomera ddala naawe eikaze okugamba weewoozekamu oba okuwummulamuko ebisiro byaffe birungi nnyo olutalabe osobola okuginamira mu loomi yaffe wali nayo kindi zaffe okuli wifi wenyirinyire obeera owomuddemu ate nga olaba olutalabe munda muneeno n'abaitu tiktok akaunti yaffe Shalom Bar Restaurant mwebale nnyo okubeera nga mutugoberera beera nga okulowinga kuvaako ddala
A very good afternoon, folks. Welcome to match number 4 of today's live stream. But the 7th overall, this one will be the second last match in the first round, but the biggest of them all. Two players that, depending on where you see stuff from, you could refer to as the very tournament favorites of this 16-man competition that is happening here at Shore Lounge in Chirinya. That is dubbed the last man standing competition. Now on table are two players, both of whom are wearing similar color for the top. Caesar Chandiga on table right now, Uganda's national champion, and Rashid Wagaba, the player whom he beat in the final to win the national championship that comes with a car and $1,500 that happens once every year. The two are racing tonight for a place in the quarterfinals of this competition. And in the quarterfinal, whoever shall be winning will be having Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine, as an opponent. Now the first two frames of the match were won by Rashid Wagaba. I'll be calling him Dog City because it is his nickname. The next two could be won by Caesar, as he won the previous. If he can win this, which he seems on the verge of doing, if he can say off this by putting the last two reds on the table, and then the black, he will want to put red and red to the same corner pocket at the top right of the screen as white bounces off the cushion. As it moves to perfection, as he puts the last red on the table, as he plays pretty much stop effect on the cue ball, as he aims for the black to the corner pocket at the bottom left of the screen. He'll want white to be safe. He'll want to shoot black on target. He wins the frame by break and finish. Caesar 2, Dog City 2. We have commentary from Break and Finish Live Facebook as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube. And to present you this action, my name is Simon Peter Chobe. In another match, Farouk Matumba leads by 8 frames to 4 against Moses Omara. In that one, it will be one of the matches that will be drawing the first round to completion, and the winner is to take on Simon Lobola, the computer, in the quarterfinals. Thank you for following, guys. I'm reminding me that the previous room was broken by Dog City, not Caesar. So Caesar's apple was red, not green. The score is 2-2 in the biggest match in the tournament's first round. And after this, guys, there will be action tomorrow. A 48-man competition that will be happening at Laban's Arena. That 48-man competition could, and I'm only saying could, be revised to a 32-man competition depending on the outcome of registration. And both of these players are expected to be in participation coming up tomorrow, and it will be live as well. Some little action should be happening on Monday. A money match between Modern Aguma, we call him Modern Pro, and Jackson Asiku, the boy on the block. That one should be happening at Addis Sport in Kampala. And thereafter, some players shall be departing Uganda. Some of these players, including one of the players in this match, that is Caesar. The other player will be Ian. And Ian will be departing Uganda with Kenya Airways to Lagos in Nigeria to participate in the Big Kells Carnival. Well, that is a series of matches, including money matches between all of the players of the Big Kells, at least the 3 that will be making the trip. That is Jerry, Ian, and Gente. Those will be having different money matches against Caesar in Lagos, and in between there will be a 64-man competition that will be played on double elimination basis starting this coming Thursday, the 18th of June. But this Saturday, the 13th of June, after Dog City won the first 2 frames and lost the next 2, he's winning the very next. he's regaining his lead. He's utilizing a dry break from Caesar. It is 2 red apples in quick succession from either of the players, and as a matter of scoreline, it is Caesar 2 and Dog City 3 and race to 9. Just in case you're finding the quality of your picture suspect from wherever you're watching, whether Facebook or YouTube, please keep me updated in the comment section, because I have sights of both of the streams from where I am. As much as you have sight of Dog City breaking with a scratch, we may have a 4th consecutive frame finished off with 1 visit of the table from either of the players. Ian Mansour. After this, Ian Kazbe will be taking on Bwanika Mansour. And then the last match of the first round will see Caleb Mohire and Yahya Mpindi take on each other, and that will mark the end of the first round. The first match that will coming your way in the second round will be between David Kilama and Herbert Mokisa, and then the winner of this match shall be taking on Ibrahim Kayanja. That one will be very good on the eye. And then Simon Nebula, the computer, will take on the winner of the match between Moses Omara and Farouk Mutumba. In that one, Farouk still leads by 8 frames to 5. Then the very last match shall be the winner of the match between Mansour and Ian to take on the winner of the match between Caleb and Yahya. We could have another red apple, but we could not, unless Caesar puts red to the corner pocket at the top left. It looks off. Yes, it is off. Advantage Dog City. The last time in a competition that Caesar was beaten by Dog City is just about 3 months ago, a 2-day 32-man competition that happened at Oryx Gardens. The comp that was won by Ibra when Ibra beat Caesar in the final. That is the comp when one of Caesar's lives was ended by Dog City in the quarterfinals. But the first life had already reached the grand final, where he played and lost against Ibra. Once for Ibra to win the competition. It was unexpected missing of winning a frame by Caesar the last time out that he missed a shot, and Dog City has rendered the black pretty much a dead ball, putting him in some kind of comfort zone as he goes for a clearance. Maybe going for a clearance is a little too much, but then the guy you're watching is one of the most adventurous players, in my opinion, on the entire African continent. Even when things look a little tricky, he always finds a way, and his way is just attack. Maybe the red is looking at, he wants to play it, put to the center pocket right, play the cue ball into the red that is close to the black, or better still, he will want to play safety, playing another red, maybe not to put it, then snooker his opponent, hoping for a free shot that could put him on the verge of victory of the frame. This is the dog in the city. He not so many times plays safeties. That's not his game. But this time round, he decides that patience may pain, but it can pay. The Scorpion is knocked and endangered. He wants to play off the top cushion with right English on the cue ball. He does find the black. I cannot say he finds it to his own advantage. It could be to his opponent's benefit. Again, Dog City snookers this time round. Caesar will want to find the black off the left cushion. He will want to go for precision. He goes for power. Misses the black. It is a foul. Big advantage to Dog City. Maybe he will be taking a 4-frame lead. Maybe a 2-frame lead on him. Expected to win what will be a 4th. For a free shot, Dog City does play the black in space. Highly fancied to win the frame, highly fancied to extend his lead. Wanting to beat Caesar for the second time this year. And most importantly, try and pay revenge for the defeat inflicted on him in the final of the National Open. The victory for Caesar, which came with a car and money, and the chance to be called national champion for the second time, and yet his career is relatively young for that kind of achievement. Frame number 6 goes the way of Dog City. Rashid, Wagaba 4, and Caesar Chandiga 2. Greetings to you, Chaza Michael Richards, calling it awesome work from Dog City. You're watching on the Facebook stream. Will Coxaby, you say Caesar looks bored. There we go. He's not breaking well, he's not finishing well, he's not progressing well, at least so far. Eyeball Kaninga. And Will Cox is asking about the length of the race. It is 9. Oluge Emmanuel, thank you for watching, and you are keeping your attention on the weight races. With now about 1,200 people watching combined from Facebook and YouTube, I always say thank you, Africa. Hamis Idi, thank you for watching from Tanzania, waving your Tanzanian flag. And Okot Populare says Dog City is queuing well now, but not better than Aseko Junior. Come on. Last comp that Dog City won, he beat Aseko in the final. Actually, the last open competition was won by Dog City. The one that Aseko won around 7 days ago, last Sunday, was not open for all. Mansour Ian. Mansour Ian.
Sultan Wagaba Charlotte Portugal Billy Ali Mokada Nabuwario we're gonna see who is the champion or Nabuwario in the Kiyotinana Soka Echokubili Atano Echosatu Ali Atene Mitwalo Kobi Echokuna who is the champion for the tournament Billy Ali Mokada Charlotte Bar and Restaurant in Brazil is expected or Nabuwario
Action will be starting a little bit shortly between Mansour and Ian. And then the last match in the first round shall be between Caleb and Yahya. The match between two players of the same exact management will be having one stream for Facebook and one stream for YouTube after the match between Dog City and Caesar is done. Chief Uruvumbe is asking how you say your uncle Museveni is. I don't know. I don't know how he is. Eminence Ishmael asking who are still in the comp. Eminence, it's 5 players in the quarterfinals. That is Habat, then David Kilama, then Ibra Kayanja, then Computer, then Farouk Mutumba. And then they will be joined by one of these. Then the winner of the match between Mansour and Ian. Then the winner of the last match of the first round between Caleb and Yahya. But then we shall have the quarterfinal, then the semi, then the final by around midnight East African time or a little earlier. We should be done. Caesar didn't play white well enough. He's making it a little bit difficult to pot black. Still potable anyway, because the guy trying to pot it was Caesar. Anyways, 7 frames played, Caesar 3 and Dog City 4. It is now 4 frames apiece, dear viewers. The long-awaited match between Cesar Chandiga and Rashid Wagaba, the biggest match in the first round of this ongoing 16-man competition here at Shua Lounge, is now a race to 5. Ibrahim Kayanja is sitting and waiting as he watches this match to know who will be his quarter-final opponent. We are racing to 9. Dog City going for a 5th, trying to do at least half the work he should do to try and take down the Scorpion. And 4 players, both of whom will be coming into this competition with one thing in mind: try and win the match. Not just the match, but also the competition. This one will be a big one. In fact, if you want to win the competition, if it's all that brought you here, you want to have opponents as tough as possible, such that if you beat them, you make it a little easy for yourself in latter stages of the competition to try and grab the money. Now, the guy that you're watching is the guy that watched the last open competition that I remember streaming in the town of Entebbe, same exact locality where I will be tomorrow. The same locality where both of these players will be expected to be participating in another 48-man competition. That one will be single life basis, and they will be racing to 5 from first round. It will have cash prizes for the top 8. For today's, it is cash prizes for only 4 guys. The dog in the city misses as the Scorpion waits to pounce. It will be a little worrying for Dog City if Caesars come back from 4 frames to 2 down, ends up in Caesar taking the lead for what will be the very first time in the match. It's 2 players that have got a lot in common, and quite a lot. Both of them were players and resident in Zambia in 2021 to 22 when they played semi-professional pool with Caesar in Sharks Pool Club, Dog City in Spice Pool Club. Both of them came to the country back on the same day in December 2022, and since then they joined the team that was Upper Volta Pool Club in the Ugandan Pro League. The team that they were representing jointly up to last year in the Ugandan Pro League. The 2 players have been managed by the same team before, that is the Advanced Talent Agency, with Dog City changing goalposts last year and deciding to go solo with Caesar maintaining his status as one of the players managed by the agency, and the others including Lawrence Sengunge, the guy that played with Asiko yesterday, as well as Malvan Makonza Maluva, the Zimbabwean wonder boy. Looks like Caesar's pattern is bailing him out. Making light work, as it seems, of a frame that came begging after Dog City missing a ball that by his standard was relatively unaccepted. The red that is near the center pocket right by Caesar will be played last, because it almost naturally guarantees him white for the black, which he will want to put to the corner pocket at the bottom left of the screen, and the rest is a formality. After going 2 frames down, when Dog City led by 4 frames to 2, the Scorpion has come back to win 3 frames in quick succession and gets the lead for the first time in the match. It is Rashid, Wagaba 4, Caesar, Chandiga 5, race to 9. We'll be shouting out to a few of you as we get our first time out of the match for 3 minutes, as requested by Dog City. Like Innocent Potsi, you're watching from Malawi from the Facebook stream. Hauteng Jazz, your Caesar is a beast. By the fact that you're calling yourself Hauteng, I believe that you're watching from Hauteng in South Africa. Solomon Biarhanga Gista, you say Team Rashid Wagaba, you say you are supporting Dog City. Takuzo Empire must be watching from Zimbabwe, saying Caesar is good. Anthony Egesa supporting Dog City, and Eric Macharia must be watching from Kenya. You say Caesar makes pool look so easy, just as Pride Nyoni supporting Caesar on the Facebook stream. Also some shout outs to you watching from the YouTube stream, like Pride Marizos watching from Zimbabwe. Then you say you're watching from the Emirates Stadium, Swalepo, Uganda. That's a lie. The stadium is closed. Seroda supporting Caesar. You say you are Caesar for life. And Moses Ndema, you say after those 3 clearances that now that is the Caesar. You know, great joy, my popo says Caesar is doing Caesar things. And artists, you say, how is Ian and Mansour? Artists, that match is only now starting, but 1 frame has been played and has been won by Ian. It is 1-0 in the battle of the left-handers. As Dog City returns, Caesar has his timeout as well for 2 minutes. So when he does return, we shall have the resumption of commentary. For now, the stream remains on, and when the players shoot again, we shall have commentary resumed. For now, Chandiga Caesar 5 and Rashid Wagaba 4.
olunaku lwaliro eyetaze ebyokulya omutwalo gumu gwokka ebyobyose nga bikuleetera ate nga eyetaze ebyokunywa ku kawunta webiri bitambula mpolampola yeetaaga okuwummulamu okwo ebisulo byaffe gyebiri ddala empaka zaffe zigenda maaso ziyabirako ku siteeti zaffe ezagadde wali eri owummuddemuko olwonzi zaffe nungi eziyeeyete.
It is now looking like the player that benefited from the timeout of the two players. The player that got himself psyched up during the timeout, the player that is winning the very next frame right after timing is Dog City. He does have wonderful cue ball manipulation skills. His idea was to try and put black to the center pocket left, but even now it's fine. He still can shoot it into the corner pocket at the bottom left of the screen, and that will be okay. It can as well be the turning point of the match. I'm not so certain it is the table. From the movement of the ball, it looked as though it was always going in. I'm even taking off some time to watch the ball as it was played. I now realize he actually was not on target, and the little problem he's having is that his opponent is a very unforgiving opponent. For most of the players, the idea here will be to play safety. But this guy is not most of the players. This guy is Caesar. When given very fine margins, he knows exactly what to do to utilize. And he's utilizing this one. And he is pouncing in the most brutal way to lose a frame if you are Dog City. It's even My goodness, looks like Caesar is snookered, at least partially. Looks like the cue ball is into the jaw of the center pocket. Looks like he played with a little too much power. Looks like Dog City will be winning the frame anyways, unless he not only finds the yellow but also puts it. There is a temptation to cover the cue ball a little around the jaw, try and find the yellow. There's another temptation to find yellow off two cushions, maybe play snooker off one cushion, second cushion, perfect snooker. That is the other side of the scorpion, who will only go for safeties when the only option available is play safety. Even the first immediate angle is snookered. Maybe Dog City may have to play with the big right spin from one cushion, which is what he's trying to do. Hopefully he finds the black. If he finds it, of course he'll be potting it. It is a frame lost with too much spin. The thing is, the cue ball is always curving around its own axis, and after being played into the black, it curved into the pocket, and the frame is won by the scorpion. Chandiga Caesar 6 and Rashid Wagaba 4. Welcome aboard, dear viewers watching from Peter Chobe Live YouTube as well as Break and Finish Live Facebook, watching the second last match of the first round of this 16-man competition happening here at Challenge in Chandiga, but also the biggest match of them all that we are drawn to play against each other, at least in the first round. Caesar Chandiga, the player that has just broken dry, leads by 6 frames to 4 against Rashid Wagaba. We are racing to 9 with Rashid needing to win 5 and Caesar needing to win 3 of the remaining 7 to take a victory home. The consequence of this is to have a quarter-final against Ibrahim Kayanja. Losing, because of being a single life competition, we'll see the losing player exit the competition to try again tomorrow, because we shall have a 32-man competition again that will be at Labanese Arena in Entebbe, and thereafter the eyes of African pool will be descending unto the city of Lagos in Nigeria, as big hills will be powering an international carnival with a host of African countries, 7 to 8 of them in Nigeria, where a 64-man competition shall comprise of the bulk of the players, of course, from Nigeria, but also others from neighboring Cameroon, then Ghana, then Burkina Faso. What a beauty that West African pool is coming to the main fold of African pool. And then some players from East African countries like Uganda, then the SADC countries like South Africa and Malawi and Zimbabwe, all having players representing in a 64-man comp. And then there will be money match action between the players. Of course, business will be happening when the players get close to each other with their own managements involved. But then confirmed is a series of money matches between 3 big Kills players, that is Jeremiah Naito and Stanford Given Ginte and Ian Kazibwe. All of them will be having $2,000 to $3,000 matches against this guy that you're watching. Therefore, for him, this competition is not just to try and win the tournament, not just to try and take money home, which he will probably want, but even more importantly, to test where he has reached ahead of the series of matches that he will be having in Lagos, starting with this coming week. Action shall be starting on Thursday, the 18th of June, and you will be watching it all from the same channel that you're watching this match as I speak, live from Lagos. Again, the benefit of doubt is Caesar's, the chance to win a 7th frame, but can you believe it will be a 5th in a row overall, as he puts red to the corner pocket at the top right. White is naturally played into Dog City's yellow, and Caesar just uses the cue ball to play the yellow away. Leave White at the same exact spot where yellow was positioned before the shot was taken, as he has all the black to himself as he aims to put it to the corner pocket at the bottom left corner pocket, and the black is sunk and the white is safe, and the Scorpion extends his lead, opens up a 3-frame cushion for the very first time in the match, making himself an overwhelming favorite for the victory of the match, at least in the first round. Chandiga Caesar 7, Rashid Wagaba 4. Special shout out to you from the stream, Vincent Vinal Watch, and Jaz Hauteng, Spice Tebiansala, my friend, watching with Kamia Ronald. Thank you for watching a long time. Sipepes Manga, you're watching from Eswatini, waving the Swaziland flag. Thank you for watching. And Simon Petresendu, you say you want to vote me for President of African Pool. No. The president is a very good one. We just call him SBU, President SBU, the president of the All Africa Pool Association. Brandon Mwandura, supporting Caesar the Scorpion and Karen Green. You say, how can one play this good and then lose the frame because of dry breaks? You are feeling very sorrow for Dog City, and I understand your opinion. Dyson Emmanuel, you say, Caesar, that's not fair. You're referring to how he was finishing off maybe what Caesar did in the last 4 frames. Dog City will be emulating in the very next. The red can go in, especially if he avoids contact with yellow, which he does. You will want to put the 2 reds left on the table now. 1 to the corner pocket at the top right. Play with the top spin. White to bounce off the top cushion, moving into the direction close to the red, and off another cushion. He may want to put both red and black to the same corner pocket at the bottom right of the screen, and the rest is a formality. Apple, Rashid Wagaba 5, and Caesar Chandiga 7. It looks like the frame that Dog City won prior may be erased by the Scorpion, who looks determined. Try and win this match. Put him within 3 more matches for him to try and win, to go for the competition anyways. It's been quite a while since he won a local competition, Caesar. And in terms of local competition performance, for the time that I have streamed matches involving him, which now dates back to 6 years, this year 2026 sees the worst ever performance. He's just on 4 comps this year, but outside the country he has gotten a big one. You are watching the African Heibo Open champion, who plays white into black. It was understandable wanting to split the black open, but now he gets snookered. He could recover. Came so close to putting yellow off the cushion, but not close enough. You get a feeling Dog City will be fancying his chances of winning this frame. Maybe with one visit of the table or slightly more. He may want to go for it now. He will be having the little problem of one of the reds so close to the cushion near the center pocket left. Richard Chapepa, watching from Zimbabwe at work. Yes, thank you for watching from work. It's for my wise Milita. Sorry for murdering your name. The name is Mlitwa. Where you watching from? Bonifish Magic Itiseng. Supporting the Scorpion King from Botswana, Anthony Egesa. Thank you for watching as well from the Scorpion, from the Facebook stream. As for only the second time in the match, the Dog in the City snookers off the cushion will come the Scorpion. It is a foul. Michael Kalema, thank you for watching. And Benon Lennon from the YouTube stream, cross country, reminding us to like the video. And Brianson Kipchichir must be watching from Kenya, taking it easy, seemingly supporting Caesar Corner Adventures. You're tuning in from Cubash Pool Club in Nairobi, Kenya. You say you're supporting Caesar Chandiga. It is Walukeji Paul from the same stream who is supporting Dog City, who for a free shot decides to play the black, intent on having it into space. He's not very lucky because he did play with on purpose to have white played into 2 reds that were near the center pocket right. His idea was to have as well those reds in space. Unfortunately, after the shot is taken, 2 reds are almost frozen against the left cushion, having the center pocket in between them. But there is the black that is also pretty much frozen against the bottom cushion. Going for the frame will not come easy, as Dog City will want to perhaps spot and play the cue ball into one of the dead reds. How good? There we are. Just plays white in between the reds as he gets an alert from Caesar that the ball is not frozen against the cushion. Is trying to play. Of course, he will play not to pot, and he will be playing snooker yet again. Advantageous enough that even if Caesar finds the yellow off the cushion, which he clearly will be fouling, sorry, potting, he will not have white for black. He seems to get the yellow, which he does. The idea for the Scorpion is to bank the black into the corner pocket at the bottom right of the screen. This is the shot. Goes for the bank, and it's in, and the frame is won. Purposeful play. Even when in trouble, he always bails himself out. You only get to know how nice the Scorpion can bank when the only option he has on the table is to play bank. He does regain a lead of 3 frames again in the match, restricting Dog City to pot black 4 times in 4 frames in a row, or else disqualify himself out of the competition. Rashid Wagaba 5 and Caesar Chandiga 8. There has been a scratch on the break by Dog City, and what a chance this one will be for Caesar to qualify his nose into the round of last 8. The difficulty with winning this competition is that the races are a bit long. It's a lot of pool that a player has to shoot before getting himself into the money, but it's fewer players that they have to defeat to get themselves in the money. The money bracket is 4 players out of 16. That is 2 players to win to get themselves into the semi-final, which is the prize bracket. If Caesar wins this ongoing frame, he qualifies himself into the quarterfinals as Ibrahim Kayanja watches on. That is the guy that will be his opponent in case victory comes. Victory seems to be coming closer and closer and closer. Having now 3 yellows on the table, with Dog City having full knowledge that scratching on the break could have been the last time that is playing in this frame. Also the last time he may be playing in the competition overall. Potting yellow, drawing the cue ball backwards off the cushion with full sight of the last yellow on the table. Potting it to the corner pocket, bottom left, and drawing again the cue ball backwards. And the rest is a formality. After 14 frames of play, Caesar wins the last of them and wins the match against his friend and teammate Rashid Wagaba, settling the final score at Dog City 5 and Caesar 9. Coming back with the next one in about 20 minutes. Caesar qualifies himself into the round of last 8 and Dog City qualifies home. Thank you for watching and see you shortly.